Hey y'all, my name's Ronnie.
And I'm Nas.
And we are New Girls on the Block.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
So this week we're going to come and give y'all a part 2 of the do's and don'ts of dating.
Yes, that episode was really fun.
Yes,
and I feel like it was kind of like informative to, our experiences and to see what y'all might have experienced too,
Yes, it's like sister time. We can talk about even the embarrassing moments. Girl.
I got some.
I got plenty. I'm about to grab myself in this episode. Okay,
but it might be informative. It might.
This is safe space.
Safe space. Yes, definitely.
Yes. So, okay, I'm gonna start with mine. Yes. So we're gonna get into.
Wait. Quick thing, we should recap our little week.
Oh yes.
So how was your week?
My week was good. Yeah. I'm gonna go from this weekend backwards so I can try to remember.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, my week was pretty chill. I actually moved into a new office at our job. Mm-hmm. We moved way closer to my house, which has been amazing. Yeah. I get to go on walks in the morning and not be pressured to get to work on time.
That's nice.
I just like working 2 minutes. It's literally 10 minutes away from my house. Yeah. And I just feel like that girl.
I can't wait to experience that.
It feels you don't like the new office, girl. It's it gives me Nas, let's catch dinner after work vibes. It's so many cute little shops in the area. The Japanese food place that we went to.
Oh yeah,
it's
right
literally
there.
down the street. Everything is everything.
Yes, I love that.
It's a Ross right across the street and a cafe, girl.
Really? It's a cafe in the building?
It's like a little restaurant. They got 5 different restaurants within one. They have a cafe. They got a Mexican food spot. They got a seafood spot, a noodle spot, and an American food, one-stop shop.
They gonna make me broke in there. But I don't care.
Really?
Here it is. I definitely do.
Yeah, needless to say, the office is real good.
Yeah.
And one day we're gonna get into it, but our old neighbors in our office was real ghetto.
Real.
It was not even trying to let us have no coffee.
Yeah, we had to fight for coffee.
Yeah,
that's what sharing spaces with a different business is not.
But this office, everybody's nice. They speak when you're in the elevator with them. Yeah. It's not awkward silence.
Oh, okay. So it's multiple
businesses. I think it's a whole bunch of different media, entertainment.
Oh, that was good then. Because I was like, what if it's some corporate people and it's they see us working out in the gym?
Yeah.
And it's making it awkward.
They're pretty cool.
That's good.
I like it. So it was good working out in the new office during the week. It actually made work more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Working there. Just hung out with my boyfriend and my family over the weekend. Yesterday, me and Nas, we went bowling with my sisters.
That was fun. It was really fun, and I'm the worst.
Nas is on her way though. She might be the next champion.
I was in last place, but guess what? I'm coming back.
She hit the 50s. You hit the 50s.
I did?
I feel like you hit the 50s.
I think so.
I feel like you ended at 50.
Yeah, okay, I did. Hers sounds stuck at 16, but I kind of rebutted myself.
Once you learn how to throw that ball,
I know.
I was definitely holding it wrong when I first started off too.
I didn't know. I'm I just grabbed it.
I'm trying to get Brianna and Dana. Dana throws strong as hell and precise. And she don't even be trying. She be
for real, girl, how you strong arming it like that? I'm
and she's but Dana be doing pull-ups in the gym. Dana, she got upper body strength nobody else is. Dana be doing push-ups, be doing pull-ups, she literally, I had the thing you connect to your door to do pull-ups.
Yeah.
I never used it. She was like, can I have it? And she just keep it in her house. Her and her son be pulling it up. She got all the upper body strength in the whole family.
I love that because I need that.
Yeah.
That's good.
And then Brianna come with her matrix roll.
For real.
She be rolling backwards. And she not even looking.
Walking back like, girl, you got your right. Hello. I loved it though. It was so fun. I'm not a big bowler, but it made me feel maybe I could start bowling. Maybe I could get my game up a little bit.
Pink bowling shoes. That's all I'm here for.
It's the aesthetics.
I can look cute doing it. I
feel it. Me too. I think I'm bring
bowling and tennis.
Yeah. We are. Okay,
period.
Yeah.
So how was your week?
My week was good. I worked as usual. What did I do? I think I just worked, and then the bowling on the weekend. I hung out with my boyfriend. Today I had to get a little fancy on y'all. I went to Air One. They just opened a new one close by us. So I was like, okay, let me just see. And I had to he's so annoying. So I had to tell him let's just go. He's like, oh, I don't want to go. But it's and I was like, oh, they have them drinks. It's some drinks that he's like, okay, nah, you do don't play me.
I feel him. That's me and associates.
Yeah, for real.
Associates there, I'm coming.
For real, I love me good associates. But then we went there. It was so nice, and I feel the vibes, because usually the vibes for Air One is the other Air Ones. It's kind of
stink.
Yeah, bougie, people trying to be. I feel and I hate that vibe. When people's ooh, trying to be bougie.
Yeah, no, when y'all spend y'all last, y'all check at Air One.
Yeah, so I didn't like that vibes at some of the other ones, but this one is more of young and laid back and more
hip.
I feel it's more people our age. The other one's more older,
yeah.
Yeah, but this was really nice. The vibes are good. Everybody there was really nice. The workers were nice. The food was good. I got a nice little sushi roll, trying to be healthy.
I feel honestly, y'all, I've never been at Air One, but I feel as soon as I start shopping there, my skin will clear up. My life, I lose that extra 5 pounds.
For real, I feel the same
way. My whole life is gonna improve.
It is, yeah. So
waking up earlier just by going to Air One.
And then I think the one. I don't really like that one, but it's one by the office that's opening up. So that's already there, not opening up, but I might just spend my lunches there. Try to be the it girl at Air One. But yeah, overall that was my week. I didn't do too much. I just hung out. We hung out and had a nice week.
It was a pretty chill week for me.
Yeah, and the weather. Ooh, the weather.
Yeah, I feel that's why the weather at the beginning of the week started off kind of shaky, and as the week got on and it became sunny, I've been outside.
Same. I love it. I was period. That's why I was I had to go to experience it, and it was people just chilling outside and enjoying their girl.
Side note, I feel people who are from LA, our emotions are so connected to the weather. It's crazy.
I swear, I think so, because I really do not function right when it's cloudy or when it's gloomy. I just want to be inside and I don't even want to get out of bed. I'm oh, this is not it. But once the sun come out, I'm out. I'm outside.
Literally, when it's cloudy, I'll be looking in the mirror oh my here, that single teardrop falling through my eyes.
That was a low-key depression.
Yes, I do. I'd be rethinking my whole life. What are you doing?
Once that sun come out, period.
Sun's out, buns out.
Yes, and I'm so for it. I can't wait for summertime. I can't wait till it starts getting it better be this for the rest of the spring.
Yeah, because I can't do this rainy weather. We have so much rain.
But of course it's necessary. But
here's the tea. People in LA, they love being oh, it's necessary. It is necessary because we've been in a drought since I was born.
Yeah.
But they're not holding this water.
Low-key,
they're getting regular amounts of water. We don't have no aqueducts or no system to keep the water. And when the summer comes and these houses catch on fire like they do every year, we can be saving that water.
Where the water going? That's the real question.
We need to have a conspiracy episode. Where the water going? Ain't no way. We've been in I'm 27. How have you been in a drought for 27? And I'm sure it was before we were born too.
Yeah.
And nobody has been maybe we should not buy and invest in a new prison, but maybe in a water system so we don't have to get our water from Colorado.
Yeah, for real, because that's where we sourcing. I don't know what's going on.
Let me stop. They gonna come get me.
I don't know what's going on, but that would make sense. I don't know if the river, because the LA River had been dry up for a long time, but maybe it's not. I don't know, because when I passed by, it'd be dry. It was so much rain that should have been filled up. It should have been a real river now.
That is where the water going? It's just flooding on into the ocean and it's salt water,
for real.
And even if the water, my boyfriend was the water that's falling is dirty, it's because of pollution.
They got
those I feel like you could spin, if they could spin something and fast enough for
to get the sediments out.
Yeah, they could literally spin stuff fast enough for molecules or the atom to separate and literally create a bomb. Why can't they, with nuclear fission?
Yeah.
Why can't they spin the water fast enough for the dirt to literally get pulled out?
Hey, we might have a scientist here.
I ain't never been doing science, but
we cracked the code, y'all. We about to get rich.
Yes. Don't tell nobody.
For real.
Don't tell nobody. Yes. Y'all heard it first. New Girls on the Block. We about to solve world thirst.
Yeah.
We got too much water.
Yeah. Too much water.
Nobody, and that go for you hoes out here on the street, nobody should be thirsty with global warming happening. Yeah. The ice caps are melting at monumental rates. Take a sip of that water and calm down.
Yeah. I think that's, yeah.
Great advice.
Get a sip of that water.
Yes.
Don't go thirsty.
Well, speaking of advice, this week we're going to be giving y'all some dating advice.
Yes.
We know y'all love it. We're going to be doing the do's and don'ts of dating part dos. Yes.
And this is going to be a new experience because I think when we did the first one, I wasn't married. Now it's going to be the do's and don'ts of marriage.
Yes. I wasn't in a relationship. I was out here. Outside. I was inside.
Period. So we have some different experiences now. So do you want to go first on your... So do you want to talk about the craziest things or like the craziest experience you had with... Or what you did for a guy. Is that what we're doing?
Yes. So, we're going to go over a few different things.
Yeah.
We're going to touch on some of the do's and don'ts. We're going to talk about some of our crazy experiences. It's going to be just a little dating, mixer episode.
Yeah, and our experiences with it.
Yes. So, I mean, let's start off juicy. What's the craziest thing I ever did while I was in a relationship to keep it mad? I mean... I remember, I got a few stories.
Okay.
I'll be out here embarrassing myself. But
hey, it's a lesson learned though.
Yeah, because, it's levels. The first time I was embarrassed myself, that was the worst. So it's just gradually got a little lighter, lighter. But these guys will have us out here embarrassing ourselves. So,
but the key is to realize.
Yes, that you're embarrassed. And don't keep doing it. Yes.
Okay.
So, one of my first stories. Okay, so back in the day when I was dating at the pier. Girl, he had started community college, and I was like so excited. I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, you inspire me because you be going to school. Blah, blah, blah. How many girls he was talking? He was talking to the whole campus at different schools. He had all the colleges on lock. But anyways, girl, he was like, can you help me with my homework? I'm like, yeah. Helping turned into doing. And I remember I wrote an essay for him, and he had the nerve to tell me after, or I think he had wrote the beginning and I finished it and was correcting it. Yeah. And he was like, why did you take the comma out of this area? When I went to go turn it in, the teacher was like, at first it was perfect, but then you took the comma out. This boy was trying to get on me about grammar when I was writing essays for him.
Oh my goodness. No way.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. My bad. I'm not the best with grammar. Yeah. I'm really good at other things. And he had me explain to myself, boy, if you don't go get your ass a fucking tutor.
For real.
And get out of my face.
Ooh, ew. That's a story.
Yeah. I was doing his homework. I remember, I think I had his computer, or he needed to borrow my computer for something. And I feel like I had did something crazy. I took the bus or something, or maybe I drove, but it was in the hood, because he lived in a Manchester area. I've been living in a mid-city my whole life. So I go over there and I'm waiting at the Fat Burger right on Crenshaw, Manchester.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that Fat Burger. Girl, I was waiting for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. He kept saying I'm on my way. Why, after 45 minutes, his friend ended up coming to pick up the laptop. Because he was probably God knows where, God knows who, doing whatever, but needed. Yeah. And he was like, thanks. I'm like, no worries. Like, and I'm just like.
So number one, don't do these men's homework.
Yeah. Like, no. He's so smart. Like, making me feel good about being a college student, but like putting his work on me. Like, no.
I feel like he was a master manipulator.
Yeah.
And probably a narcissist for sure.
Yeah, and I don't know why, because like when you look in the mirror, what Dana called him a teardrop, you should shed tears.
Yeah.
Like,
he was not it.
He was not it at all. But I was young, I was dumb.
It was fresh out of high school.
Yeah, so. Fresh out of high school, just trying to get into something that I should have been into. So yeah, lesson learned. Yeah. That was like but God sends you things like that for a reason, because I swear I've never let anybody treat me in that way again. True. So I'm glad it happened early, low-key. So yeah.
I feel it.
Some of y'all 40 still going through this stuff.
And this is just a
PSA.
Yeah, PSA to avoid. Like when y'all see signs like that, make sure y'all know that's obviously he. Like if any man asks you to do his homework,
he's a moron.
Yeah, obviously he don't got his screws right, because he should be doing that himself. Yeah, and shouldn't even want you to put extra work on. Yeah, you were in college too.
I was in school probably full time. Working. I'm sure they weren't in full time. Probably just trying to get financial aid money. Yeah. Yeah, but this is what happens when you let them pink flecks. Those pink flags go red, and they burgundy, they bloody, and now you're crying.
Yeah, because he was a menace looking from the start.
He was, and it's like I knew it, and I don't know. Yeah, like, I just felt like,
hey, man, with love, not even love. But infatuation, is it not infatuation?
Yeah, just like that that drive to just like keep going, even when the fire's going to be burning you, but you just want to feel it yourself. So
that's a don't.
Yeah, that's definitely a don't. So one don't. We're going to insert how many don'ts we got over here and how many do's we got over here. Yeah. So that's one strike on the don't list. Okay. What about you?
So mine is from way back when. So it was like my first little boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. In high school. So we were talking, and I was like, oh, I'm just, having fun, blah, blah, blah. My first boyfriend, little boo. Because I had like boos before, but this was like more like first high school full on, real type, blah blah. But yeah, so I would like hang out with him, and he wasn't even like he was. I was just so dumb because he was not it at all. So he was just my little boo, blah blah blah. So I was hanging out with him. He asked me out because at first it was just like a boo, like. But then he was like, oh, I want to be with you. We dated for like 2 weeks. Well, we were in a relationship for like 2 weeks. And he's like, oh, I don't want to hurt, the typical blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hurt you. I think we should just leave it as, I don't think we should be in a relationship no more. Mm-hmm. I'm crying because I'm like, 2 weeks, girl.
Yeah, I mean,
so I was like,
be in it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like crying, blah, blah, blah. But then we still start like hanging out and still like, booed up, blah, blah, blah. So I'm booed up with him, and I think I touched on this story a little bit before, but he ended up kissing this girl who was supposedly my friend, and I'm just like, this is supposed to be my friend, like, he kissed her when we used to kind of like booze. So I was pissed off, irritated, like, I can't believe this, like, and I told her, like, what? I didn't really make it a big deal because I felt like I'm in a relationship.
But girl, you're supposed to know, like, you're supposed to be my friend.
Yeah, like why would you do that?
Even if you knew I was feeling him and we never even dated. Don't even go there.
So that happened, but then I went back. So I still was talking to him, but I kind of got him back because I was like, still talking to him, but then I got a new boo. And I was still like playing games. But I just feel like for me, when somebody plays games, I play games harder, low-key. And I feel like that's kind of like a toxic trait, but don't start with me.
You pay to win.
Yeah, literally. So I'm just like, don't start with me because I'm gonna make it worse.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah. So overall, I still fell back and started talking to him, and I felt stupid because I'm like, Like, everybody knew. And then I'm just like, why am I still talking to him? But it was literally like, he was just the first boy that I started dating. So it was like, oh, I don't know.
It was a fun ride.
Yeah, and I was just feeling like, and back then I felt like in high school, you're more like insecure. I was more insecure, definitely, than I am at this stage. Because I'm like, wow, is this gonna be like my only boyfriend? Am I never gonna date again? Blah, blah, blah. So I just felt really like down. So that's like kind of like went back. So I'm like, oh, he the only person, you know, at the moment. So it just kind of made.
We be having the Google vision, like the La Vie en Rose, like the seeing things through rose-colored lenses.
Like thinking I was just like what a relationship or who I'm supposed to be talking to just because he liked me. Yeah. So I feel like that's a don't. Yeah. If somebody's showing you signs, because he was a menace overall, but if somebody's showing you signs and then not in a relationship and still like messing around with other people, don't be infatuated. Don't think that this person is the only person for you. Don't get that mindset.
And don't fall for like the love bombing. Like the guy will like show you so much attention in the beginning, but then pull back and make you want to pull forward. Yeah. And it's like a cat and mouse game.
He was kind of a major manipulator too, because he was older too. He was like 3 years, and that's kind of not even that much older, but in high school I feel like that's a big difference. Like somebody that's 3 years older.
Yeah, you almost dated a senior.
He wasn't a senior. He was just dumb, probably. Because how you that old in the grade older than me? Which makes it worse.
It's okay. We live and we learn, but not him.
So yeah, overall, never again would I ever be played like that. Yeah. But that was just a little
tidbit.
Yeah, a little first love type. Not even love, because I was just tripping.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Another do and another don't. I feel like this gonna be mostly don'ts, y'all.
Yeah.
We gonna sprinkle some dudes.
Yeah, I have a couple of like little dudes.
Okay, so
and don'ts though.
I feel like what's another crazy thing I did?
It could even be it don't have to be necessarily too crazy. It could be something like
just embarrassing.
If you want.
Okay, so so many embarrassing moments. Well, in a relationship that I was in, I definitely you know when you're in a relationship and everybody from like head to toe is like, yeah. And you were like, and they're like, no. And you're like, yes. I've definitely been in a relationship like that. Yeah. I literally stopped talking. Well, I didn't really stop talking, but I convinced myself like my partner, the person I was dating, not wanting to talk or have any type of relationship with any of my friends or family was normal.
Yeah.
And I kept saying like, oh, they're just shy, or they're just very distant, they're just standoffish. Yeah. I was convinced, they even convinced me like, oh, I'm like this with them because of the way they treat you, and I don't like that. And looking back at it, it was just a way for them to not like further engage in our relationship, and also a manipulative way to pull me away from the other relationships I was having, and like maybe like give more to them without me receiving more, if that makes sense. No, I'm not really receiving the joy of like being able to have lunch with the person I'm dating, with my friends and family. And it was always made to seem like that was like such a crazy request, or such a, why are you always trying to make everything like, and I was convinced that I was the crazy one for that. So that's definitely a don't. Yeah. Don't ever let somebody you're dating convince you that whatever you guys have is more important than your base. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, my sister been there since I was 4? Yeah. My brother's been there since I was like 1. Like my family have literally, those are the people who know me back and front. My friends know me back and front. So to let somebody you've dated for a couple of years, couple of months, couple of weeks, whatever, convince you about the people who are constants in your life, don't ever let that slide, because people be crazy.
That is.
And they be wanting you all to themselves. And that's one of the first signs, ladies, of somebody who's like a manipulative or even like an abusive situation forming, because they like to separate you from everything else.
Yeah.
And you stay in a cycle of just like, I don't even want to tell people what I'm going through because I've already pushed everybody away and I don't want to be judged. Or they make an environment where you're not telling people about the crazy things you go through in a relationship because they just want to get it. It's just us. Yeah. So that's definitely a don't. I feel like it could easily happen, especially when if we're new in a relationship. A lot of times, like, we spend so much time in a relationship. Like, y'all know me, I'll be deep in it when I start a relationship. But you guys have to. I learned, I'm not trying to talk at y'all. I've learned that you definitely have to be careful when you're in a relationship and not have one identity as a couple, but still keep your separate identities, and that will help you keep your boundaries stronger. And like the things that you really believe in, it will be less penetrable because you have your own beliefs and your own morals.
I totally agree.
Don't let these guys shake your morals, ladies.
No. So I'm big on family. Like, I feel like if it's anything like that, if my husband was not, like, in the beginning stages, like, not cool. I don't know. That's just so weird to me. It could never work. Like,
it gives cycle energy.
Yeah. Like, how are you not cool with my family? And my family cool.
Yeah.
So I don't get how anybody could not be like. I see if somebody had a crazy family and it was like every time they're around they like major like the family's manipulative. Yeah. Then that's different. But overall, like, if you want a relationship with both your partner and your family and they can't get along, that's just weird. Yeah. I don't.
I think it's crazy. And then at the end, I learned, because my sister always brings up the fact that you've seen it too, and she'd be like, if he was rude to Nas, no. Like,
and I was trying to be super nice.
Like, that was like the last straw for her. And she was like, no, because Nas is like the sweetest person ever. Like, how could you ever be rude? So, I think that was a big thing. And then she also brought up, she was like, people will separate you from people who could see right through them. She was like, that's why he never liked me, because I always seen his bullshit from the start, and I always seen straight through it, so he always find ways for us to get into it. And he always would be like, oh, she doesn't like me. But when it really came down to it, she just seen everything. And I thought back, every time they had smoke, it was because that person was doing some crazy or manipulative thing that I was just letting slide. And she was like, I'm not going to let it slide.
Yeah. See, period.
So thank God for little sister.
Yes.
Shout out to my little sis. I know you watching. I love you, boo.
Yes. Okay, that's good. Let's see. I have a don't. It's just an embarrassing story about when I first got into a relationship with my husband. This was way back in the day, so we was young. And it was the first time I spent the night at his house. So I went over to his house and I spent the night, and I'm like, oh, this is a new experience. I never spent the night over a boy's house before that. So it was like, what do I do? Do I sleep super cute? Feeling so self-conscious of how I even move, how I sleep, to hopefully I don't snore. Yeah, I'm just okay. And so I have two, but I'm gonna go into the other one before. But my hair, I used to straighten my hair a lot in high school, and I was like, is it embarrassing for me to sleep with a wrap on my head? I was so self-conscious about everything. So I ruined my press because I didn't want to sleep with a wrap on my head. Yeah, and
knowing this boy mom been wrapping her hair probably
so I was super I don't know. I was just insecure about little stuff like that because I didn't know and knowing him today
you don't care.
Of course not. I was super insecure about that, and then the next morning of me sleeping over his house, I had to use the bathroom. Sorry to TMI, but I had to do a number 2.
We have to do what we have to do.
Yes. So I was I cannot poop in this man's house. I didn't even like pass gas. I was like, I can't do any of this. Like, this is just too embarrassing. Like,
it's getting dirty.
Yeah.
Dirty guy.
I was like, I gotta be prim and cute. I cannot do nothing like this. So I like didn't go to the bathroom. I'm like, my stomach was hurting so bad too. I'm like,
shambles.
I was like, I gotta like figure out what I'm gonna do. So I think I had my sister come pick me up. Like,
really?
It was that bad. Yeah. I was like, there's no way I'm pooping at this man's house.
So did you drive to your sister's house and use the bathroom and come back?
I can't remember. Loki, I think I
decent?
just left. Because I was just like,
okay, take this.
Not taking a poop. I'm not farting in your presence.
I think I might have to go to the hospital.
I'd rather go to the hospital than fart and poop.
Yeah, I feel it. I don't like pooping.
I don't. Yeah, that's like, and it literally like me and him been together for probably, what has it been? It's been like 12 years now. But like the first up until like 7 years, I did not fart in front of him.
Period. You strong.
Yeah, I really would like, I did not fart. But he like literally he's just like, well, like you're weird, like just and
did he ever be like, why have I never heard you fart?
Yeah, he did. Like he's like he always used to ask like what like don't be embarrassed about fart. And I'm like, it's not even that I'm embarrassed, it's just I'm not gonna do that. I don't know why.
Because we all do it and we're aware that we do it. But why would I just sit there and fart? Like, no, now you look at me like, girl, what you ate?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not about to explain my
baby, this is a new Baccarat.
Yes, way.
That new Dior get on it. Get with it.
Get with it. But no, I was just like super self. I was never like gonna fart in front of him. But that is a don't. If y'all feel like y'all can communicate that with your partner and tell them like, oh, I gotta go. Like most of the time, I would say 8 times out of 10, the man do not care. Mm-hmm. The man is gonna love you for who you are.
And if he cared, that might be a red flag.
Yeah, yeah, literally. Because why are you caring about a natural thing? Like my stomach hurt.
Yeah. Side note, that's how I knew French Montana was crazy. I listened to a podcast with him on it, and he said he stopped talking to. Well, no, actually, he said he stopped talking to a girl who pooped, and they was 2 months into dating. But he says because the door was open.
Oh.
She pooped with the door open and was trying to have a full conversation with him. And he was like, we don't even know each other that well.
Okay, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. So maybe she got too comfortable too fast.
Too comfortable.
Yeah, because this 2 months. You held out 7 years.
7 years!
And that's just a fart. She was literally taking a dump trying to have a conversation with him. And he was like, she had just like, this one of the first time I brought her to my house. I'm like, girl, she thought she was about to be wifey.
She was a red flag, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Yeah. Like, girl, she was trying to mark her territory.
Yeah. I'm leaving my mark.
Yeah, literally. Ew.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So, don't. That's a don't. Don't poop with the door open. Hey, if y'all gotta go. But don't poop with the door open if y'all only 2 months and you don't know him, he don't know you.
Yeah.
That's too early.
That's way too early. Yeah.
So yeah. But that's my don't.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna hit y'all with a do because I know we've been giving y'all all the don'ts.
Yes.
So I'm trying to see a do because we got a few. I know I do. No pun intended. Okay, so a do in a relationship. What have I been doing new in a relationship? Well, when I first started dating my current partner, I was randomly talking to one of our supervisors, and they were telling me about their experience with their husband now. Yeah. And they were saying that because I was having a little banter. Y'all know me how I used to be. Like, I was not about to get out these streets for nobody. Yeah. And I was telling the supervisor, I was just like, yeah, I'm dating this guy, but I don't know. Like, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. Like, I'm trying to have my lineup. Like, y'all know, I broke it down for y'all to start a lineup. Yeah. And he was just like, you sound like my husband used to sound, first of all. And they were like, if you're thinking about this person, just go for it. And they gave me this advice. And they were like, this is what really made me and my husband work out. And we're super happy. communication. That's a do, first of all.
Definitely.
Communication about things that don't even make you comfortable, like things that may make you feel uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And they literally told me, and this is what I did. I literally asked them everything that I wanted to know, that I was nervous about, that I didn't want to know.
Yeah.
That I was nervous, that I was scared about. I asked them about their last relationship, what worked, what didn't work, like what they. I'll ask them all these questions that usually you will kind of like find out by dating over a period of time.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, if I'm feeling this guy, I want to know it all.
Yeah.
So I went down like a whole day where we talked about his family, we talked about my family, dating things we didn't like, like things that like triggered us.
Oh yeah.
And we talked about that very early on, and I feel like that was a dude that has made us like really happy, because now I just feel like we're very comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
And we haven't been dating for the longest time. We've been dating for like 3 or 4 months. But it just feels like way more comfortable, because it kind of feels like this the thing that would get in your way 4 months in, 6 months in, it's already behind us.
Yeah.
Those things is already, I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say that's a do. When you're really feeling somebody and you want to start something new, don't be afraid to get everything out on the table. Don't be crazy now.
Yeah.
Don't get everything. Like, you do not need to know about what your mama did when you were 7. And
like too hard and too much will be too much.
Sometimes don't do too much too early.
Yeah. Sometimes like
therapy.
Don't throw your load on somebody. Yeah. That's for the therapist only.
Yes.
I would say.
Don't drop your whole load of your don't trauma dump on nobody.
Yeah, because that's a lot to I feel like, not to cut you off, but it's some people, even like I met this girl a long time ago who told me like the first, I'm just like, oh hey, how are you? She's like, hey, blah blah blah. I got this when I was a kid. Like, and I'm like, girl, I don't even know you. Why are you telling me this?
Like how am I supposed to help you?
Literally, and that just shows like, I don't want to be and that's because I feel for her, because I was like, the story she was telling me was traumatic, and I'm like,
but it'd be giving a hand.
And I don't feel like that's healthy in a relationship, with a friendship or a partner.
It shows lack of boundaries.
Yeah, when it should like
stability.
Yeah. So if y'all have that issue with telling us, dropping your eggs all too early,
you a red flag. You should not be worried about the do's and don'ts of a relationship. No, you should be worried about the do's and don'ts of therapy.
Go see a therapist. Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, and that's a do.
See a therapist.
And you do. So, do you have a do for the people?
Yes, I do. So, okay, like I said, me and my partner have been in a relationship for a very long time.
Over a decade.
I make me feel old.
Yeah. But it is.
Yeah, but I feel like a do is let somebody be an individual and let them be their own person without like putting boundaries just because of something that you're not interested in or something like that. Like, don't cloud their likes in just because that's something that you don't like, if that makes sense. It's more like, let the person be an individual while you're being an individual, and you guys are together, but you guys could be individual people.
And be okay that they don't like everything you like, because y'all are not the same person.
Yes, and I feel like that, letting somebody just be freely themselves is really like key, because if you're like doing everything just to like, unless it's like something they're like doing something that's harmful to them, that's different. But if it's like something that they like let them enjoy what they like, even if you don't like it. Like, I don't know. That's one thing that I feel like for us has worked out. Like, we're both individuals. We both like certain things. We both like don't always like the same things. But if you let them live their life and you live your life, it's gonna work out.
Yeah. Y'all do have to have enough common similarities to bring y'all together, though.
Yeah.
But I definitely agree. Like, knowing that y'all cool together, but y'all literally are two different people.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how growth happens.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure, as you know, your partner has probably taught you so much that you probably wouldn't have been into because they like certain things and vice versa. I'm sure you put them onto so many different things because of things that you're into. And it might not be their favorite thing, but now they know about it. And maybe, you know, it's just like a transfer of energy.
Exactly. And be open-minded too. Like how you said, like I feel like if you're like not into the things that you are into, like try it out or see what it is that they like about it. Like, and you don't have to like you don't have to conform into being like, oh, I'm gonna be exactly like him just to feel like I'm fitting in with him, or I want to be around him. I want to be doing the same thing he's doing or doing the same thing she's doing. Blah blah. I think separate is good, and having separate identities is great, but make sure you appreciate them for who they are. Yeah.
And I feel like people would appreciate that for in a relationship too, because I know I would. Because people be trying to change you.
Yeah, that's so weird. Like, why can't I be, or can I like what I like? Why do I have to be changed or be what you want me to be when this is who I am? You know?
Like you knew I was a stripper, Tony, when you met me. Like, I never asked for you to save me.
But
okay, and I'm gonna hit y'all now with my final don't. This is alright.
Okay.
So don't ever, like, if y'all are doing dirt, trust me, like, and this goes for dating, this goes for committing crimes, this goes for everything, like, and if y'all commit a crime, I'm not responsible. This advice is not from a professional. I have no responsibilities or delegation over anything these people do.
Yeah.
But if y'all are doing dirt, do not tell too many people, or don't let, even if you think that your friend, your family, whatever, don't. Because I have done dirt in the past, and a member of my family have gotten involved, and I was sharing information, and all of a sudden, both parties that I'm dating, enjoying, know about each other.
Ooh.
Yes, and that's definitely a don't. So, story time. So, my last don't starts from me telling my younger sister about me dibbling dabbling in different relationships, and I think she had got mad about something I did, but I'm sure it was not warranted for what she did. And basically, she ended up hitting up the person I was dating and saying, hey, by the way, Ronika's doing this on the side.
So she told the person to? Who the person was?
Yes. Mind you, this person had already took me back for cheating. And now you want to come in my motherfucking relationship and shake things up? Like, girl, you is not Zendaya. Stop it.
For real.
Like, So I could not lie. I was trying to get my way out of it, cry my way out of it. But at the end of the story, I could not get out of it because the messages, the text messages, the screenshots were already sent.
Even the screenshot.
And it got real shaky and real messy after that.
Yeah.
And you know what the crazy thing is?
What?
The person knew the whole day what I had done, and we had tried something. This is another don't. Don't be trying things that's new within a relationship that's new. If you get my drift. 3 months is when y'all try things new sexually. Cause I had definitely tried some backdoor play with him.
Wait,
that's the first time. The same day he knew that I was cheating on him, and he broke up with me. After
he knew
he violated me.
Oh my god.
Yes.
And he knew, so he was like, I'm gonna.
Y'all.
He's like, well, that's my last chance.
I was like,
he really played you.
He played me, or did I play myself by letting too many people know the dirt I was doing? So I lost. I lost in that situation. I lost that battle.
Because he was like, I'm gonna get what I want before I break up with him.
He still had me crying and talking about, I'm sorry. Should I take me back? Man, Mr. Take Me Back.
Oh.
I got it back. But
they always come back.
But I'm sure some time had passed before we got back together.
Yeah.
But that was the start of a very toxic on-and-on situation.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Don't ever play yourself by letting too many people in the dirt because you never know who you may trust. I love you, sis, but you was wrong for that. And just don't ever play yourself because I played myself.
Yeah, I
lost that battle.
Aww.
Yeah. So,
okay.
That's all my don'ts for the day.
I have just one more. It's definitely not as crazy as that.
I had to, finish that race off strong.
For real. Okay, so this is just a little don't. But like she mentioned before, don't let too many people in your dirt. The whole thing is don't let too many people in your relationship.
Yeah.
I feel like a relationship should be private and what you guys do should be respected between each other. Mm-hmm. And if you're a free person and want to explain some of the stuff you do, that's cool and stuff. But every last waking moment of your relationship is put out there and everybody know everything that's going on in your relationship. It's no longer
y'all relationship.
Yeah, it's everybody.
It's our relationship.
Yeah, literally, we know too much. And it's why do we know so much? Y'all should keep that to yourself. I feel like the one thing that's helped, especially with us, and not even because I don't know, because we don't really put our business out there like that. Literally, all the people, I haven't even posted that I'm married.
Period, because it's none of your business.
And not even, it's just, I don't really like social media like that. I only posting stuff the personal like that. I don't know why. It's just kind of me, but I feel like that's worked for us better because it's then you gotta explain. I hate explaining myself.
I don't want to talk to people who don't really care about what I'm doing.
Yeah,
and
but
they're putting this front on just to get into what's going on. And people are nosy and people have evil eyes. And also, they might not even necessarily have an evil eye, but people look at people with envy on social media. Ooh. How many people we know? Couple goes, that. Y'all don't know what's going on in these close relationships
and that's
at all.
That's how I feel. I feel I hate the just putting stuff out on social media because, I want people to see me as a couple, or I want people to this is what I'm doing. This is how I look with me and my blah, 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 me and my husband, me and my boyfriend, me and this. It's it's kind of cringe and it's just a facade. Y'all don't know what, and not saying me and him cool. Yeah. Not saying it's anything that's going on behind closed doors.
I'm just playing.
No, me and him are solid, but I feel if we were just putting everything out just for show, I hate that. I hate.
Yeah. Because it kind of always shows.
Yeah, it's what? Why are y'all? Because literally, most of these people who y'all be couple goals probably be fist fighting each other in the background. No, I don't like stuff like that. So I keep my stuff private. I don't like too much. Too much energy within what I do on a day-to-day basis. Especially with my partner, I don't know. I'm more of a private person.
It's been working for this long.
Yeah.
So I feel that.
Yeah.
I definitely feel
I like having more of a private. And I feel if you are an open person and if you're in the industry where,
you get paid to post this kind of stuff.
Yeah. And if I was getting paid, girl, you better leave a couple of those.
Yes.
That's a good story.
And it's we're not saying hide your partner or anything. Do it to where it's natural.
Yeah.
But if as soon as you dating somebody, it's just your feed turn into y'all couple Instagram, and then we gotta be in a group chat when y'all arguing and fighting, and we just want to be free from it all. Leave us out of it.
Yeah.
I like to be y'all cute.
Yeah,
keep it easy.
And keep it cute.
Yeah, keep it cute or keep it on mute.
Yes. Advice for the day.
But sometimes, y'all know, sometimes as soon as y'all post y'all partner, hell break loose.
Yeah.
You start to get women coming to you as a woman. Ooh. People writing think pieces. People want to know, you got with him, and then it gets into having to explain. Let it be.
Let it be.
Keep your privacy.
Yes. I feel that's the key. Mm-hmm. Keeping it private, keeping it cute, showing off. You could post whatever if you want to post, but don't do it excessively where it's just you really just trying to just don't know, like from.
Prove to us that you're happy in a relationship.
Yes, that's the thing. Like we don't
go
need
be
to
happy. Go work on your dreams.
Yeah. Be happy in private. We don't need to see, oh, I'm happy with him. My husband is my husband. My boyfriend is my husband. Like no, it's not necessary.
And it be the guys that be showing off the girlfriends the most. Remember that guy I was telling you about?
Yeah.
I was dealing with last year. Y'all, the whole couple page popped up on my timeline. He's still texting my phone like, why do you hate me?
Embarrassing. And I'm not about to be embarrassed. That's one thing I do not like. But
yeah, but you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I know.
You got her good man, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not about to be embarrassed on any streets, but I'm not about to post to even ever.
Yeah. You're not about to give, because people be lying too.
True.
And people just be crazy. So just to avoid all that.
I'd rather keep it cute and keep it quiet.
Yeah. We move like Frank Ocean.
Period. In secret.
Silence. Silence, y'all.
In silence.
Real G's moving what?
Silence like a Zion.
Wayne did tell us.
So yeah, keep it cute, keep it silent, y'all.
Yes.
So that wraps up.
Yeah, I feel like that's a bonus segment. That's all. We didn't give y'all the gems today.
Definitely.
Yes.
So if y'all wanna, dabble into something ain't working, take some advice. We just gave y'all some little something.
And I'm trying to hear, what are y'all do's and don'ts? Can y'all put us on? Because I would love to know in the comment section.
Yes.
What are some things that you've done in the past and you're just like, that's not going in my next relationship? Because that's the thing about red flags and don'ts. It's a great thing. It might hurt your little heart in a moment when it don't work out. But the key is, don't carry those don'ts into the next do. Because then it's on you.
Yeah.
And you become the red flags.
Exactly.
Learn y'all something.
Learn from y'all mistakes. So that wraps up this episode.
Yes.
I hope you guys liked it.
Yes.
Make sure y'all like,
listen,
comment,
stream,
and subscribe.
Don't forget to share.
Exactly.
Yes. Thank y'all for listening.
Yes.